I've taken off.
Oh.
I'm leaving you behind. Can you not see me, like, flying?
No, not at all. But
Oh no, I'm going to crash it.
Can you see PGN written on the side of the hill?
I'm trying not to die right now, but how do you land the ship?
I have no idea. I've never flown. See, that's your big mistake. You just sell my ship, you buy your own ship, take off, and then don't actually know how to fly it.
My ship is just upside down, scraping its cockpit against the floor.
Oh, I'm so sad I can't see it. There is no evidence of this happening. Is a ship going to land on my head?
Yes, eventually. I'm landing.
Mm-hmm. I still can't see
Landing
you.
was the use button.
Ah. Oh, there you are.
Can you see my ship?
No.
It's called the Mirror of the Abyss. It's a bit of a rubbish ship.
Well, you shouldn't have sold my ship to get it. No wonder that alien was so happy to trade with you.
So, can you not, like, see me stood on my ship? Am I just floating in the sky?
You are indeed floating in the sky.
I'm actually on my Klingon bird of prey. It's cloaked, so you can't see it.
Ah, I see. I mean, I don't.
It's like in Star Trek 4
Mhm.
or whatever it was when they landed in Los Angeles.
Well, now that we've decimated the landscape, do we think this is enough content? Oh, I'm standing on your head. Oh, no!
How many different, like, worlds are there in this game? Like, if you've played it?
It's all randomly generated, so it's something like 13 trillion.
Okay, so there's like 13 trillion more planets to explore.
Uh-huh.
Fossils to find.
Yep. Just a small life's goal to visit them all.
Yeah, I'm not too bothered of just seeing a random mishmash of vertebrates. Like, I wonder how long it would take for space to get boring. Like, you know that it's mostly just rocks.
Uh-huh. Well, it's mostly just space.
Yeah, mostly just
with
space.
a couple of rocks. Yep.
Some gases.
Mm-hmm.
They get real boring real quick. Like this game. Like the Palaeocast Gaming Network.
Aww. No, I think this is a good sampling of things that look a little bit like, or a lot bit like, things on Earth, and mishmash of. Some things that are completely bizarre. Some fossil deposits, which in actual fact, so this is the second planet that I booted up and saw that it had fossil deposits and thought, okay, pretty cool. Then saw on a thread somewhere somebody trying to find fossil deposits and they just couldn't because it's all randomly generated and they just were randomly not getting any fossiliferous planets. So I think we're actually pretty lucky to have found this one. I like this idea that we've got the entire universe to explore and we're just on this planet firing lasers at one another.
Oh, back to Perseverance. There's more things that are on it that we didn't even talk about. It's got a ground penetrating radar with centimeter scale resolution.
That'll definitely be looking for the stromatolite-like structures in the carbonates that they know, well, they're pretty sure that are in the Jezero crater.
Then it has a Sherlock, which is a scanning habitable environment with Raman and luminescence for organics and chemicals. What an acronym that is. So a spectrometer to provide fine-scale imaging and use an ultraviolet laser to determine fine-scale mineralogy and detect organic compounds. Sherlock is the first UV Raman spectrometer to fly to the surface of Mars and will provide complementary measurements with other instruments in the payload. So that'll be looking at what the chemistry of the sediments is and looking for any organic content therein.
Yeah, because they're going to be looking at what the minerals are and then the actual chemical components of that.
And then lastly, it has a supercam, which is an instrument that can provide imaging, chemical composition analysis, and mineralogy. So there's going to be a lot of lasers shooting off from this rover.
Yeah.
It's actually a lot bigger than I thought. You know, these rovers are huge.
Are they really?
I think that I wouldn't be alone in assuming that they were the size of a dog, but they're not. They're the size of a car.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I thought it was like the size of an office desk kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, it's big.
Oh, it's a lot bigger. Oh, wow. I guess, obviously you've got a lot of instrumentation that you want to get to Mars, but also you have to fire that thing using a rocket out of Earth's gravitational pull. So, I didn't think it was going to be that big. That's crazy.
Yeah, and that is going to be roaming around this Jezero crater, shooting lasers at stuff and looking at the chemistry.
And actually, it's going to also collect core samples, but we don't have a way of retrieving them yet. So it's going to collect core samples and then stack them up in, I don't know, a box or something in a little compartment and drop that off at a predetermined location. And then the next missions will be trying to collect those samples and get them back to Earth.
Well, we'll send Matt Damon.
Oh yeah.
He'll be able to get that. If we just
call those, he's got lots of time on his hands, right? He's just sitting in a tent, so.
If we call it the Matt Damon Geological Stores, it'll find its own way off the planet in a miraculous escape. And then also, they have all of these new technologies that they're trying. So the rover is got a couple of little droney things.
Oh yeah, it does have a helicopter.
It's got a helicopter in it.
Yeah.
A Martian helicopter.
Yeah, it's going to have to fly in the super thin Martian atmosphere with crazy wind speeds. So that's going to be so interesting. And of course, a different gravity as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm so excited for them. It would be incredibly nerve-wracking. I have no idea what it would be like to be on a project like that. I think it's so much fun watching the control room when things go well and that outpouring of emotion and everyone just leaps up. I am jealous of the paleontologists that get to work on this mission, but to be fair, it is absolutely not in my wheelhouse. So I'm happy for them that they get to work on this, xenobiology, astrobiology mission is just totally awesome.
But you have to kind of be like a bacteria specialist or like understand the fundamentals of what organic life is and organic chemistry and stuff like that. That'd be no fun day to day, I don't think. If you go fossil hunting, all you're doing is collecting rocks and then looking at the chemistry of them.
Mm-hmm.
Or finding geological formations that would be a good proxy for those that you would find on different planets and stuff. And that they don't have any fossils in them. They might have organic signatures or something like that, but it ain't gonna be any fun.
Nah.
I wanna do the smashing
I want dingy
rocks
bones.
Finding things, finding time worms and who knows what else.
Indeed, carving your name in the hillside.
But do you know what percentage of Mars landers, whatever, Martian
rovers?
Yeah, sure, whatever. What proportion of things that we try to land on Mars survive? Or have done?
Yeah, I don't know. I know about all these successes, so I didn't think that there were any unsuccessful ones.
Oh, well, let me tell you.
Uh-oh.
I read this as 40% success rate. 60% of the things that we try and land on Mars go wrong and get splattered.
Oh, I really hope that doesn't happen this time.
Yeah. Could you imagine? It's like billions that are just...
years of research and planning, and then months to years of the thing actually traveling to wherever you're sending it. So in the case of Mars, obviously it was July when it took off from Earth. So, was that 9 months? 9-10 months journey? All for it to just go wrong. Yeah, and you've got so many hurdles to overcome. Like, you've got to actually get the thing off the ground in the first place and have it not explode when it's first taking off. Get out of Earth's gravitational pull. Do all its separation of payloads and various things that it will do in low Earth orbit, or above that, I guess. Then actually get to Mars before you even start thinking about landing. Yeah, it's just incredible.
So was one, I'm sure like someone will know this in the comments, was a mix-up between the imperial and metric units in an international team.
I heard about that.
Oh god, could you imagine?
Everyone, you just got to use metric. I'm sorry, it's just how it is.
Yeah, it's
scientific
time,
measurements. Yep.
Let's call it here. Let's start the decimalization right here on this episode. So any Americans listening, and then once we've converted all measurements, then we can do time as well. I
was about to say, except for decimal time. Surely we don't need to do decimal time.
Like, what is a 70th of a minute? Do that maths quick.
Oh, sorry, there's a new creature here.
What it's a dragonfly.
Come here, invertebrate. Did it go into the ground? Did it glitch through the ground? Where'd it go? I can see some up in the air, actually. I'll see if I can zoom close enough.
They're just like some mayfly or type thing.
Yeah, its name that it's been given is it's moved. Herbistatus. Herbistatus.
I'm really upset that the species name has a capitalized letter.
Second, in the binomial.
Yeah.
Shocker.
It's like the people that made this game didn't know about Linnaean binomial nomenclature. What a bunch of noobs.
Devs, if for some reason you ever come across this video, we're joking.
I'm not.
Oh, we're not joking about the fact that you shouldn't capitalize the species name. No.
With the devs now tuned in and watching this, what do we want to tell them about life and how to make this game better?
I think they've already copped so much flack and have done so well to recover from that. I really like the variety of animals on this planet, although you could potentially, and it could just be this planet, it might be other planets that don't have this, but move away from tetrapodal vertebrate animals. So there might be things that have 3 legs, 6 legs, whatever, that still kind of resemble what a tetrapod might be on Earth. But yeah, this is classic, head, 2 arms, 2 legs and a tail. Is very biased towards what we know on Earth.
I don't think you go far enough. I don't think the criticism has been strong enough.
This one has got a bunch of extra legs. So I take it all back. Like, it still has the 4 sort of main limbs. Oh, maybe it does just have 4 limbs.
It's just got fingers.
3 long fingers. So close. Very close. Or what would you say?
I would go further. I would maybe threaten them. And my reasoning for doing so is just that, it's completely underrepresenting invertebrate life, which is dominant, makes most sense. Why would you have an internalized skeleton? It's just not the best idea.
The worst way to be. This is not the ideal form.
and like a white man on the internet, I think that everything should, be made to fit my worldview. So the fact that it doesn't completely enrages me, and I'm just gonna send them horrible things on social media.
That's super useful. And isn't it just more Earth bias to be looking for another planet that has the same sort of ratio of invertebrates to vertebrates?
Well, no, because it makes a lot more sense being an invertebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have a protective layer on the outside. Why would you have your protective layer on the inside? It's just a bit silly.
It's true. You're putting the most vulnerable, squishy parts on the outside.
Yeah, that's daft. And I feel like the devs should have known this. They should have been aware of the importance of internalized organs and external skeleton and the benefits that brings. So, devs, if you're listening, get in touch with me personally, no one else, and I'll tell you about how to make this game better for me. And thus everyone else.
And you can get degrees in evolutionary biology and paleontology while you're at it. Just a small ask.
And also metric and decimalized time.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No.
Different coloured suits.
I think probably, because I know you can upgrade your suits. So you might be able to change colours. So I wouldn't go poking holes in something that I haven't actually explored yet.
We need more sexy suits.
The character customization, it's really important that when I put my helmet on, I know that underneath I've actually customized the way my face looks. It's not enough to imagine it. It's not a game. I don't know what's the deal with this. Oh, terrain manipulator. I was about to say, I can't mine it. Why isn't it working? Because I need to switch. Woohoo!
I'm being assaulted.
What? I can't hear you over the sound of my terrain manipulator.
Did you get the pun? Because it's a salt deposit.
No. I was too busy lasering to hear what you were actually saying.
Do you want me to do it again?
Sure.
Just in case any of the audience missed it as well. Okay, so mine this salt deposit. And I'll get in the way. And then I'll say, I'm being assaulted.
Ah, very good.
Don't worry, it's just a minor injury.
Oh, man.
That laser. You're really tearing me a new one.
Tearing me apart.
You're tearing me apart. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, God. It's amazing.